goes. Play to continue. Miller taps to Riki. His give went too far. Laws dumped down Boulis. Miller in a tussle with Fitzgerald. 4 players in a scrum, and long enough for Terry Gregson to bring play to a halt.
These teams over the years have played pretty even. Stevens 8-8-5 overall. In Washington, the team's triples 3-3-3.
Taking a look at the Panther bench and then panning across to the white jersey, home-clad Capitals. We mentioned this home game and then a 4-game road trek that begins in Miami Sunday afternoon, and then out west they go, starting in San Jose, radio only.
Yeah, 18 of 28 games already on the road for the Capitals. When they finish, I think, December, there's going to be 19 away and I think 30 home games remaining.
After this trip, in fact, offsides. Yeah. Panthers on the rush. Dvorak whistled for offside, but after this West Coast trip, Craig, 30 home, 19 road.
Impressive.
Capitals to a man praising this building, giving it a giant thumbs up. They like the ice surface in the morning. And obviously, as we have documented, the amenities are first class for both fan and player. Gagne to dig in on the draw, opposed by Dale Hunter. No score, 17:45 to go in the first. Klee hammers in from center. Laws sweeps it around the corner curve. Warner kept it going, and Gagne's away for Florida. Dvorak just back into the lineup after missing 14 games. He had missed that time with a fractured wrist. Garpenlov pinched by Hunter. Dvorak ditto by Housley. Laws cheats down from a point position, wrestling with Berube. Dvorak, fancy stick handling to the slot. Gagne just inches away from that. Berube's got it at center, turns it in deep. Van Beesbrook says it will be icing. And it is, as Warner got there ahead of a sprinting Klee. Chance for us to step aside as Ken Klee heads to the players' bench. No score downtown.
Scoreless here on HTS. Coach Ronnie Wilson, prior to the game, said he's going to roll 3 lines starting in the third period. So he's going to go 4 most of the way, trying to get everybody involved here in their first game at MCI Center.
And then shorten the bench. In the first game at MCI Center, we've played 3 minutes and 15 seconds without a score. Shvela parked behind Van Beesbrook. Nemirovsky tangled by Krieger. Krieger, Simon Oates. Peter Bondra out of the lineup, missing his second game with that bad ankle/foot. We get yet another whistle. It has been a stop and start first.
Yeah, slow moving first 4.5 minutes here. I mean, it's been tight. I mean, everybody's been checking hard. Everybody's been playing it tight. No one wants to make a big mistake.
The Panthers, I think they would admit they have to play it that way, struggling to score goals. This is a team that has had success in recent years by smothering people and relying on that man, Van Beesbrook, to make the big save.
That's definitely always been their game plan. I think Brian Murray, though, taking over, I think he wants a little more aggressiveness, more pursuit of the puck. He thinks the team's been standing around too much. Rather than trying to make something happen, go to the puck, don't plant your feet in cement, skate, get there, get contact. So I think you're going to see them open up a little bit. I mean, if the first game that they played under him, 10-5 win over Boston, I mean, it started off strong. They're 1-2-1 with him now as coach. That's the type of game he wants.
Panther president Bill Torrey pulling the trigger and dismissing Doug McLean from the coaching duties. As Oates looks to control the face-off, Shvela steps back out of there for the Panthers. Whitney left it for Nemirovsky. Stick check by Tenorti, did not clear. A lunge by Gonchar will get the puck back to neutral ice. Ray Whitney in a tangle. Puck squirts free for Shvela to corral. Now Chris Wells. His shot blocked off by Gonchar. 4 minutes deep without a score in the first at MCI Center on HTS. A whistle and a defensive zone draw this time for the Caps. Big Mark Tenorti always a factor defensively, and you look at the goal total, a marked improvement for Tenorti this season, jumping up into the attack with 6.
Well, I think the whole defensive core for the Washington Capitals have felt very confident this year. They've been getting support from their forwards, filling in for them when they jump into the play. I think it's a green light for all these guys. If there's an opening, Ron Wilson wants them to jump up and go. You create odd man rushes that way. Because of that, the Capitals defense, Callie with 9, you have Tenorti with 6, and Housey with 3. They're jumping up in the play. Not only just power play, but jumping up in the play regular shift.
Mellanby bangs one wide of Kolzig. Johansson plays the corner. Reeky double-teamed. 22-year-old rookie Steve Washburn to the slot. Mellanby in tight, and Kolzig slammed the door. Juno out for Konowalchuk. Wide on the wing for Jeff Tom. Tom stopped by Jovanovski. Got it back. Plays it behind the Panther cage. Konowalchuk in hot pursuit. Gave Mellanby a shove. Washburn did not clear. Juno held strong at the line. Jovanovski will tap it back to center. 5 minutes into the first. Thanks for tuning in. No score. Caps and Panthers. Ryan Johnson, newcomer in the lineup for the Panthers, swings it in there deep. Gets his own carom, plays it back for Paul Laws.
Ryan Johnson, very quick. Called up from the New Haven Beast. So he's a guy they're looking for some spark out of. Very quick skater, put up decent numbers with the Beast. He's had 18 points.
They do that Mighty Duck thing in New Haven. It's the Beast of New Haven, believe it or not, like the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim. Laws will send in. Kolzig with orders for Bulis. Jan Bulis did not get the handle. Sylvain Cote does. His outlet too far for Zednik. Laws will play dump and chase. Head coach Brian Murray wants the line change on the go for the Panthers. Housley out to Bulis. Bulis with a wrist shot deflected. And Beesbrook good with that goal stick. Taps to a corner. Berube trying to slice by Shvela. Bulis in a rugby scrum along with Berube. Panthers, Dvorak able to twist it back into the Washington end. Gonchar with those graceful strides. You get a low angle look at that. Johan Garpenlov for the Panthers. Gagne, now Dvorak, sidesteps Tenorti. To the front, deflected on goal, and Kolzig will usher that aside. Terry Karkner did not keep. Florida must rewind at center. Shvela felt the heat from Ken Klee. And on the turnover, the Caps are whistled offside, 2-line pass. Why don't we send it now for more insight on tonight's matchup. Let's get downstairs to Al Koken.
Joe, thanks very much. Obviously, one of the things that everybody's going to look at in this brand new building are the breaks, the bounces. We talked about how the boards seem to be a little more forgiving up high, a little quicker down low. This new facility did not go with the seamless glass we've seen in a lot of other buildings. The glass stanchions are still in here, and I've noticed during the pregame warm-up and already a shot, if people have tried to ring it around the glass, it's taken some funny caroms, and both goaltenders are going to have to be very alert. We'll see if that plays out in this game and throughout the season here at MCI Center. Back up to you and Craig.
Al, thanks very much. Craig, you work a lot with rinks and facilities, and from what I understand, that seamless glass takes an awful long time to change, and when you have to go from hockey to basketball or back and forth, is that what you've heard?
Yes, it's very, very heavy. It gives you a better look because of those posts not being between the glass panes. But what it does is when you're trying to shift from basketball to hockey or back and forth with a concert, it takes too long to set up. And talking to Bill Harpole, that was the reason the MCI Center did not put in this new glass.
In many hockey-only facilities, and Molson Center comes to mind in Montreal and Marine Midland in Buffalo, they do have that seamless glass. But Philadelphia, like MCI Center, the Core State Center has these seams. 12:53 to go in the first without a score. Panthers leading in shots 3-1. Van Beesbrook will watch this slide the length of the ice, and it is touched up again for icing against Washington. We are without a score, but with plenty of energy in Washington, D.C. tonight at MCI Center. 12:44 to go in the first. Stay with us.
Here on HTS, the best chance so far goes to the Florida Panthers. 3 guys on one side, and Washburn pinpoints a nice pass to Scott Mellenby. Mellenby with a great chance on the doorstep. Three of the Capitals got mesmerized by the puck, got caught on one side. That allowed Mellenby to sneak in for a chance.
You saw the shots on goal, at least early on. Limited shot from the point, deflection, score.
And I think Steve Washburn's going to get credit for this. The guy that made that pass on the highlight, you'll pick up the replay, you'll see a bunch of bodies in front, and I think Washburn gets his stick on it, and the puck redirects through the 5-hole. Nice low shot from the point. The Panthers take a 1-0 lead, 12:37 left here in the first period. Here we pick up the play. It goes to the point off the draw. Here comes the hard shot. There's the puck coming back around the boards, a wide shot, then shot towards the net. See that little deflection right there? Joe Reiki thinks he's got his man. Washburn redirects the shot, and it's in the back of the net past Kolzig.
And the answer to a trivia question will be Steve Washburn at 7:23 of the first. His fourth of the year is the first here at MCI Center. 1-0 Panthers. Calle Johansson dealing with Ray Shepard. Plays it back behind Van Beesbrook. Rhett Warrener first to it, and we get a whistle in the game's first penalty coming here. It's going to be an interference call.
And I think it's going against Paul Laws, their tough customer on the Florida Panthers blue line. He took out Dale Hunter behind the net. He leads this team in penalty minutes, and Gregson picks him up right off the get-go as the puck's fired around the boards. Hunter's interfered with. He can't make his way out from behind the net because of that. 2 minutes for interference. The Capitals go to the power play looking to tie this game up.
Set the special teams for you as we take a look at the penalty.
Here's the hard around. Check out 3 on the other side. There's Hunter trying to fight through to the puck. Paul Laws is setting up a screen for his defensive partner, Rhett Warrener. He gets caught with the interference. The Capitals go to an important first period power play.
Krieger, Oates, Simon across the top. Johansson and Housley very potent in back. Johansson, the leader in power play goals for the Caps. He's got 6. Simon given a shove by Schwela. Panther penalty killing. Out comes Fitzgerald. Long bid. Kolzig will stick that away.
And this is an area that they've really got to improve on. The Florida Panthers, their power play has been coming around, turning the corner, operating in over 20% in the last 10 or 11 games, but their penalty killing has been atrocious. The last 11 games, 73.2%. They've lost games, they've lost points because they haven't been able to maintain a tie. They've lost in overtime because of power plays. So this is an area that Brian Murray is going to take under his helm and try to get this team playing the way they can in the penalty kill. And that is aggressively forechecking like we're seeing now, especially in the neutral zone.
1-0 Panthers, 9 minutes into the first. You see the power play time remaining for the Capitals. Simon for Oates. And Garpenlov found an alleyway to clear. Gonchar pivots away from the forecheck of Wells. Sergei Gonchar ambles back to center with Joe Juneau. Crisscrossing with Konowalchuk. Juneau fanned on his dump in. Schwela got in the passing lane. Schwela forced the puck free. Kartner spins it around the corner curve, not out. Gonchar plays for Zednik. 17 ticks in the power play. 10:18 to go in the first. It is 1-0 Panthers on a Steve Washburn tally. Panthers out shooting the Caps 5-1 in the game's first 10 minutes. Power play for Washington goes awry without a shot. Juneau darts out of his own end with Gonchar. Along for Zednik. Sidesteps Jovanovski. Konowalchuk took a wrap from Murphy. Gord Murphy spins it around the dasher. Dvorak, a good skater, sprinting after it. Ricky beat him to the puck. Gonchar on the outlet, right on the mark for Zednik. 60-footer deflected by Murphy, well up into the end zone seats. Second tier.
Richard Zednik, he's found his mark this season. 7 goals. 1 goal behind Patrick Elias. For the
Eliash.
Eliash.
Attaboy.
I always like messing up his name because I knew you were going to catch that, weren't you?
Elias.
I know it's Elias.
Elias, like the Sports Bureau.
I know.
He's a stats guy.
I like catching you, though, on that.
Well, just, I'm looking down, I'm doing some different things, and I hear that, it turns on a light.
Yeah, Patrick Elias. So he's got 7, and he leads the league in shots on net for a rookie. I mean, he's shooting the puck a ton. He's got to continue doing that to be effective.
Caps playing without Peter Bondra the second time due to this ankle foot injury. Dvorak with a chance, and Kolzig managed to fight that off. 1-0 Panthers. 9:08 to go in the first period. Steve Washburn's fourth at 7:23 from Laws and Warner, a pair of blue liners picking up the assists.
This Panther team certainly doesn't like when a team tries to get some flow going. They completely discombobulate your flow game, and you're not allowed to do anything. I mean, it's a type of period that the Capitals don't like to play this way. I mean, you'd expect first game at MCI there'd be some flow, some excitement. The Florida Panthers haven't let them get that. We got to step aside here on HTS, coming live from the MCI Center in Washington. Florida up 1-0.
Back with you here, opening night, MCI Center, down literally at ice level. Pretty much here where the dasher boards. I've been noticing, guys, the ice looks in pretty decent condition, except the puck in spots has been sticking. A lot of guys over-skating the puck, trying to get passes underway that haven't been launched because the puck seems to be sticking at certain spots on the ice. We'll see how that goes for the rest of the game and keep you advised. You got to break in a new building, and the Caps and Panthers are trying to do that tonight. Back upstairs to Joe and Craig.
Thanks, Aldo. Check out this Florida goal that's put the Florida Panthers up 1-0. Here's a shot from the point, comes around the wall. Paul Laws gets the puck, shoots it towards the net, and there's Washburn fighting off a Joe Ricci check in front of the net as a defenseman. You gotta control the player's hockey stick. You can't let him get it free because Ricci didn't get his stick tied up. Washburn able to get the first goal here at MCI Center.
Craig, comment a little further on what Al was mentioning to us. The player said that the ice felt a little heavy, and Al's talking about sticky. Is that one and the same?
It's one and the same. Your blades really go farther down in the ice than you wish. I always felt like I was skating in cement, which is it's the next stage past slushy. My skates even went down an extra quarter of an inch.
1-0 Panthers as we approach 8 minutes to go in the first period. Joe Beninati, Craig Lachlan, Al Koken with you on HTS. Oates lost his edge. Svela handles for Florida. Gonchar just off the player's bench, able to keep in. Coughed it up. Here come the Panthers. 3-on-2. Shepard with Svela offside, whistled by the line. Mexico.
There's a big bright surprise for this Panthers team. Ray Whitney, 13 points in 13 games with this Panther team. Plays a point on the power plays, really contributed to their offense, and that's what they were looking for when they acquired this guy. He really hasn't ever reached his potential yet. I think he's got a huge upside when he's playing a lot, and that's what they hope from this kid.
5 years with the San Jose Sharks system. The last 3 years, 14 goals, 17 goals. He's way ahead of those marks at this pace after 22 games. Allen wide for Shepard, protected by Gonchar. Panthers looking to play clear, and Karkner's dump out attempt struck a Panther on the player's bench. 1-0 Florida. Fans, listen up. You don't have to leave the kids at home when you can bring the whole family to half-price hockey nights at US Airways Arena. That was in the past, and now MCI Center. Just bring a Chex brand cereal box top or giant food receipt, which shows a Chex cereal purchase. Any arena box office, Ticketmaster location, you'll receive a half-price upper-level ticket for Caps games Saturdays and Sundays right here at MCI Center. For more information, 301-336-CAPS. On the break-in, Jeff Toms with a redirect wide. Juno. Backpedaling Johansson.